last week on First Ladies Afraid.
What is trial? I don't know what that is.
They're gonna decide, is she guilty or is she not guilty?
With everything going on with the Expo and with Pockets, I just wanted to get a different, angle on it. So I called Shanti up, and of course she was working, doing renovations at her new house. So I pulled up on her to talk to her about it. Tiana, she's in trouble, like major trouble. Like, we got some serious shit going on, and I'm trying to just, talk to everybody about it so that we can individually and then collectively come up with a plan. Her baby daddy got indicted. I think he's got some kind of drug case / maybe like money laundering.
What does it have to do with her?
Well, apparently they had some kind of business and she got indicted. No. So he just got like 23 years in prison, and she may be having to go to prison also. And her case keeps getting pushed back. So she's got to go to court in a couple of weeks. And I just feel so bad because that's her life, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I know we're putting this, event together. And I didn't want to be insensitive to her, Right. I didn't want to just blast it out.
All I can think about is
her kids. I know. But I'm like, okay, how can we support her? What can we do? I don't know what she's going to do with her trucks. I don't know.
Right.
And then...
Well, she could always run them under us or you.
True, she could.
And whatever she makes, we can give it to the kids. It's
yeah, I think that'll help and keep it going.
Keep it going for her.
But it's just so much. I don't even know what kind of state of mind she's in. I don't even know how she keeps going.
Have you spoken to her?
I have. I think at first when the case was kind of more fresh, she was kind of pumping herself up, like she didn't know which way it was going to go. And then it got pushed back, and then it got pushed back again, and then it got pushed back again. So I think now she's just kind of like ready to get it over with, but at the same time, she's preparing herself. Like, when she goes to court, she could go to prison that day. So she's like cleaning out her house.
And it's crazy because you wouldn't even be able to tell from like Instagram. She seems
I
so
know.
normal.
She's holding it, man, she's holding that shit together. I don't know how she's doing it, but I'm just trying to figure out a way to still support her, be here for her. And then, I feel bad even saying it, but what does this mean for our event? I have a lot of money I put in this thing, and I know it's her life, but I'm just trying to figure out a way to plan around it. But then I also want her to know, first and foremost, that we are here for her.
Right.
So I met up with Casey, and she let me know that Tiana has actually been indicted on some charges, and it's going to affect the expo that we've been working on for some time now.
We've all put so much hard work into this venue, traveling, planning, deposits. Our platform and our audience is expecting to see us. And so I just don't know how we're gonna do this without her. People are expecting to see all 4 of us on stage, okay? We have already secured deposits, flights, media, ads. We've, sold tickets. People are expecting all 4 of us to show up.
I honestly don't know. And she's an influencer.
Exactly. So people from her platform are going to expect her to be there.
Okay, this is where I'm coming from. I feel like we got to put all the options on the table. Tiana is not the only person who teaches dispatch. She's not the only person who understands compliance. She's not the only person who's been in the game a minute, Case. So,
Are you saying find somebody else?
I think that we should consider it.
Well, shit, I don't like these bitches, and they don't like me. So who else we gonna get?
There are other people. I won't, listen, there is only one Tiana. Let's be clear. There is only one Pretty Pocket. If she actually goes to jail, do they do video from jail still?
Girl, I don't know. I don't know nothing about no prison, no jail. I don't know nothing about none of that.
I do want to support her. That's as a woman, on all fronts. But at the same time, like, when we did this, we just kind of got together on the strength. Yeah, and so I think that whatever we do, like, we really got to think it through because we don't want to overcommit. Like, we don't want to promise her to support her in a way that we really can't support her, if that makes sense. While Casey was talking to me about Tiana's indictment, I thought it would be a good idea. If nothing else, we got all of the girls together to just support Tiana, first and foremost. We still have all these decisions to make, but the least we could do is just embrace her. You look good, I look good, they look good. Let's do what we know best. Let's get together, a feel good get together, and let's just let the conversation flow.
Okay, so I'm thinking like what? Pajamas, dessert, something cute.
That sounds good.
Keep it light and try to, lift the spirits.
Because I came out here to get down to the pool. And you got me up here with this. I mean, I definitely don't want it to feel like she in court and on the stand when she talking to us. So you probably need to lead that conversation because you closest to her, right?
Right.
But let's just get over it and go from there. We just take it step by step. But if I wink, that means I'm out.
Coming up on First Ladies Afraid.
Yeah.
What you gonna do about your trucks?
You gonna run them or you gonna...
We still got to figure out the expo. But I don't think we should make a decision until
We know it's not.
you know what's up.
16 years ago, I got into trucking. I failed so many times, but over the course of the next 16 years, I was able to make millions of dollars. Last year, I designed a phenomenal trucking program. It's fully automated and fully outsourced. It allows anyone to make money in trucking without the use of any trucks, no headaches, and no hassle. So what were you doing prior to the trucking and all that?
I have a real estate company.
I was a teacher.
Oh, wow. Like elementary?
Elementary school teacher.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
Yes.
In New York?
In New York.
Still kept our 9 to 5.
Right.
To be honest with you, this kind of took me out of the 9 to 5.
I'm gonna go over some actual screenshots of our business bank account. In the last 30 days, we've been able to gross over $255,000 with our turnkey program, and that's in a 30-day span. The previous 30 days before that, we grossed $273,000, and the previous 30 days before that, we grossed $283,000. This is all within the last 90 days, and it's almost, give or take, I would say about $900,000 here. Again, I don't know any other business with very low overhead that you can do from anywhere else in the world that you can gross this kind of money. Click the link below to get started, and welcome to the Compass Circle. Are you a talented musician who's looking for quality exposure? Do you want your song or video heard by millions? Well, how does being on one of the nation's top streaming services for a brand new original series sound? Scan the QR code to have your music heard by millions.
Most of these companies, they go anywhere from 20 to 35%. 15% is really like unheard of when it comes to leasing on with another company. That's like you gotta take advantage of it right here, right now. You have to take advantage of that. If you're an owner operator and you looking to keep most of your money, most of your work, 15%, you can't beat that nowhere. You need to come join the Compass Circle. This way is it.
First Ladies Afraid.
So after talking to Michelle about the situation with Pockets, she suggested that we just, invite her over, have a cute girls' day, maybe have some champagne and cupcakes, and just try to uplift her spirits and figure out what we're gonna do in the event she has to go to prison. So what's up with the house?
We just moved in the house last month finally because, of course, hubby wanted to gut the house, the floors, all that shit. So
Yikes.
I know. We were living at our friend's house for a month because he's crazy.
Oh my God.
He's crazy, but we're in. Budget's so happy because he's close to his friends again.
Who's in charge of this reno, bitch? Is it you or him?
Him, girl.
Oh, so he want to do it. How bad is it?
It's bad. I mean, shit, but look at the house, so you gotta do what you gotta do. We always gotta have the best shit.
I know. Y'all have the most high-tech everything. Like, it is crazy, but the house is beautiful, though.
Thank you.
Oh, you went by there last night?
Well, I went by there a few days ago. So you have the scaffolding and the nice floors, and they have all the lights. You know how they do.
Girl, you live in Atlanta. What are you doing in LA?
I have a client in Glendale who just started a drug test center and a clinical lab.
Oh.
Excited, yeah.
Client in Glendale. Okay, girl.
In Glendale, yeah.
The food's so good there too, so make sure you eat.
And y'all know Miles just got a 4-year 10 scholarship to Tuskegee.
Oh my
God.
We gotta cheers to that.
Yes.
And Julian just stopped sleeping with us, and he's 9. Finally sleeps in his own room. Now we have Penny in the room.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm gonna be honest. When I was married, you could just slide her over and just, turn over.
oh, but she's like attached to me. So if I even move her, she feels
crazy.
it.
She don't wake up.
Y'all know you did that when you
Yeah.
was married. You just slide the baby over and just.
I think it depends on where you are, cause y'all are still young.
I definitely done slid
Right.
the baby over.
And we are
baby, She
One.
too. She too.
9 months.
That's her daddy. She too.
Yeah.
She's sleeping.
Period.
I feel like you do that when you're like younger or young in a relationship. I mean,
She's been 10
it's
years.
like every couple of weeks. But I will say this: the intimacy is different, though. I think that if we didn't have so much going on, we
life
probably
is
would have sex more regularly. But
Well, I definitely ain't having sex like y'all, but
Are you using the rose?
yes. Sometimes scared to use it too much because I heard like you can lose like your original, and I like real head, so I don't never like want to like not be able to like feel it right, or like, you know, I wouldn't call myself freaky. I call myself spontaneous because I like adrenaline sex, like places you're not supposed to have sex in. Like,
oh, you grown.
Like,
So we gonna call
it's
you
new.
pretty naughty instead of pretty pockets.
16 years ago, I got into trucking. I failed so many times, but over the course of the next 16 years, I was able to make millions of dollars. Last year, I designed a phenomenal trucking program. It's fully automated and fully outsourced. It allows anyone to make money in trucking without the use of any trucks, no headaches, and no hassle. So what were you doing prior to the trucking and all that?
I have a real estate company.
I was a teacher.
Oh, wow. Like elementary?
Elementary school teacher.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
In New York.
In New York.
Still kept our 9 to 5.
Right.
To be honest with you, this kind of took me out of the 9 to 5.
I'm gonna go over some actual screenshots of our business bank account. In the last 30 days, we've been able to gross over $255,000 with our turnkey program, and that's in a 30-day span. The previous 30 days before that, we grossed $273,000, and the previous 30 days before that, we grossed $283,000. This is all within the last 90 days, and it's almost, give or take, I would say about $900,000 here. Again, I don't know any other business with very low overhead that you can do from anywhere else in the world that you can gross this kind of money. Click the link below to get started, and welcome to the Compass Circle. Are you a talented musician who's looking for quality exposure? Do you want your song or video heard by millions? Well, how does being on one of the nation's top streaming services for a brand new original series sound? Scan the QR code to have your music heard by millions.
You can't find out one person from my experience in this industry that's gonna teach you the things that she teach you. She kind of opened the doors and opening the mindset for people to go in business, work smart, not hard, work for yourself, and still be able to be millionaires or multimillionaires. You're an owner operator and you looking to keep most of your money, most of your work, 15%, you can't beat that nowhere. You need to come join the Compass Circle, because this is where it's at.
First lady's afraid.
we can't fumble the bag on this because I got my situation, but it is
Serious.
Yeah, it is serious, and it's a determining factor of like it's either this or this. So like,
Girl, you gonna make us cry.
I've been crying shit. Y'all could cry with me. Y'all bitches better not replace me if I can't get on that stage. But if it does, like, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we moving forward? What are we gonna do preparing?
Would it bother you if Casey had to switch out?
I think Casey have a hard time replacing. Like,
I mean,
who's gonna do what I do? Like,
Well, I don't
trucking?
like none of these other girls. That's
Right.
number one. Y'all know that. Like, I
But I'm saying, like, trucking, we really dominate trucking. Like, when
Yeah,
it comes
that's
to
what I'm
women in trucking, this event that we wanted to do, we are them girls. I mean, of course, I know y'all gonna still rock it, but it's just like, what does that look like?
What you gonna do about your trucks?
You gonna run them, or you gonna run them?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
Like, no, for real.
Yeah, no, that's not even, you don't even have to ask.
She gonna
Yeah.
be praying for me. You gonna be running them.
Yeah.
yeah, like whatever we gotta
Like,
do.
drive between the drivers and the trucks, like,
mean,
between
you
both
don't
of
even
you
have to
guys.
ask.
Even
We
on
got
compliance
you.
side, like, you know what I mean? Like, it can, I've already, in my mind, it wasn't something to get together because I already know I'm surrounded by, like, people who do trucking like I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So, the business failing is not,
Right.
it's more so the kids,
Yeah.
the events, the things I have in place.
We still got to figure out the expo, but I also agree that we really can't make a decision. I don't think, well, we can, but I don't think we should make a decision until
We know what's up.
you know what's up. People still gonna have questions, and who's gonna grab
Yeah,
those?
what does that look like for you? I know you really mess with your
They
fan
know,
base.
they know what's up with me to an
your
extent.
army.
Yeah, so like I'm real transparent with them, and they like my gang for real. Like the truck mob is,
Yeah, I
they
know.
really rock with me. So I even feel like even if I was there, they definitely showing up.
If you were just like, hey, I'm part of this expo and this might be my last, event live or recorded for a while, like I feel like your community would support you on that, which would help you financially.
So when you go to court, you got to go out of state. You got to just stay there and just incur that cost until it's over. And then if you get sentenced, is it like, oh, they give you time?
So, my lawyer, we have talked about this. She's just like, the process would be like you have sentencing if that is the case, but it can be pushed out. Like sentencing could be pushed out, and then if it is a situation where I have to turn myself in, I've been on pre-release for a long time. They know I'm compliant, so.
Right.
You don't think if you got convicted, you could just like get like probation? I mean, some of these people be getting
like house arrest.
We'll people be getting all kinds
That's what
of
she's
deals.
hoping for them.
Yeah, we'll see. I think I'm gonna take the win though. That's why I didn't take a plea.
Well, at least you fought. Shit. I mean, you could have took the plea and then would we be here talking to your ass now? No.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, you fighting it. So shit, that's half the battle.
It's a lot. I don't know if we need to pull together money to help her kids be supported if something happens to her, or do we need to do certain pieces or functions in her business to keep her business going?
It could really affect the expo because if she goes to do jail time, we are going to be screwed. Next time on First Ladies Afraid.
Strong during this time. I know that you have not let your hands off of me. Walk me through this, and whatever comes out of this, I know that it's what you have for me, and that's what you see fit for me.
16 years ago, I got into trucking. I failed so many times, but over the course of the next 16 years, I was able to make millions of dollars. Last year, I designed a phenomenal trucking program. It's fully automated and fully outsourced. It allows anyone to make money in trucking without the use of any trucks, no headaches, and no hassle. So what were you doing prior to the trucking and all that?
I have a real estate company.
I was a teacher.
Oh, wow. Like elementary?
Elementary school teacher.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
Yes.
In New York?
In New York.
Still kept our 9 to 5.
Right.
To be honest with you, this kind of took me out of the 9 to 5.
I'm gonna go over some actual screenshots of our business bank account. In the last 30 days, we've been able to gross over $255,000 with our turnkey program, and that's in a 30-day span. The previous 30 days before that, we grossed $273,000, and the previous 30 days before that, we grossed $283,000. This is all within the last 90 days, and it's almost, give or take, I would say about $900,000 here. Again, I don't know any other business with very low overhead that you can do from anywhere else in the world that you can gross this kind of money. Click the link below to get started, and welcome to the Compass Circle. Are you a talented musician who's looking for quality exposure? Do you want your song or video heard by millions? Well, how does being on one of the nation's top streaming services for a brand new original series sound? Scan the QR code to have your music heard by millions.
You can't find out one person from my experience in this industry that's going to teach you the things that she teach you. She kind of opened the doors and opening the mindset for people to go in business, work smart, not hard, work for yourself, and still be able to be millionaires and multimillionaires. If you're an owner operator and you looking to keep most of your money, most of your work, 15%, you can't beat that nowhere. You need to come join the Compass Circle, because this is where it's at.